Hello, I'm Danielle Reese. I'm the money coach here, and I'm so happy that you are here to check out the bank statement exercise. Whoops, in real time, we are editing this because I just noticed that it's not correctly spelled. There we go. Okay. So, thank you so much for downloading this bank statement exercise. This is really the building blocks when it comes to creating a budget. You need to know, where are you actually spending your money already, so that you can build a really great budget that is not going to hit you from left field. So I love starting this off with all of my clients within the Better Budgeting Playbook. I love using this exercise as the first one that we do. It helps you build a great budget, and you're going to have this for free to check out so you can go ahead and build your own budget. So this example, or this, what is the word I want to use? This document, you were asked to make a copy of it. So this is your copy. You can use it however you want to do. I will tell you there are a couple of formulas. They are down here where you see all these zeros, and they are right here. So as long as you stay out of those boxes, this form will always work. If you add in rows, it might make you have to change the formula a little bit, but I don't think it's going to have to. Things that you can edit. You can edit all of these titles up here if you would like. If you go through your bank statement and you notice that you are spending no money at Sam's Club, but you're spending it at, I don't know, Kroger, you can add that and edit it as you wish, okay? If you want to add columns because you can't categorize everything in 6 different categories, that's fine. Just go ahead and left click on the top, then right click, insert column, and then you can come down here to the bottom. So if you want to drag the formula, click the one that's beside it, and you'll see that little blue dot. Okay, left click and drag, boom. And if you'd like, left click and drag, that'll bring that down too, and you can label it however you want. Let's say Kroger. Okay. And then it's also going to add everything for you on the side here. Okay. So what I want you to do is, if you are a credit card user, if you use your credit card all the time, some of the time, but you do put expenses on there, I want you to pull that statement. And I also want you to pull your regular bank statement. Okay. So if you are a credit card user, you're going to be doing a little extra work. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the top of that statement, and typically at the top of the statement for your bank specifically, it's going to have your income, and it's going to say what was deposited into that bank statement, or into that bank account for the month. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to type in here. So if you were paid on 8/4/23 and you got $2,598, you're going to type that in here. As you see, this will change the formula down here. It's going to be your income minus your spending equals your cash flow, which is great. Green is great. Okay. Negative red means we've got some work to do. Okay. Now, the next thing you do, once you put all of your income in, you're going to go through the bank statement and you're going to identify what everything is. So if you went to the gas station, and I have clients that they will put the gas station, they'll include their gas, and they'll also include their odds and ends purchases when they go inside, their coffees, their energy drinks, their snacks, their lunches, all that stuff. You can put it all in there at once, or you can just do gas, whichever works for you. And then you're going to type in exactly how much you spent at each one. Ooh, that's a lot. At each one. And then the next transaction on there is fast food. You go to McDonald's and you spend $13.25. And then the next one is actually groceries, and you spent $55.78. And your next transaction is a subscription. It's Netflix at $7.99. So then you'll go through and you'll do all of this. Now, what happens if you run into a bill? All right, a bill is like water. All right, then you'll put in here 95. I like to identify what it is because it helps me understand, and you understand when you're building your budget, these are non-negotiables. Like they all gotta come into the budget regardless, and then you'll know exactly what they are. Now, what is a bill and what is a debt? A bill is something that will always have it until you cancel it. All right. You'll always, always, always have this until you cancel it or move. Okay. A debt is something that is eventually going to get paid off. A mortgage is a debt. It is not a bill. All right. Even though we consider it a bill because we have it all the time, it is a debt. Okay. Car loan is a debt. Personal loan is a debt. Credit cards are a debt. All right. Things that are bills are car insurance, water, electricity, gas. If you have prescriptions that you get monthly, like on automation, that's a bill. Okay. I wouldn't necessarily put that as a subscription because you need that medication, right? So I would put that as a bill. It's a non-negotiable. That's what goes in here for the bills and the debts. Okay. Now, I have put together an example here on the bottom. I filled it all out for this person in August. They've got a lovely income coming in. They've got all their debts listed, their bills. They have all of their expenses for the month. And if you notice, it comes down here and it adds them all up for you. So you can see how much you were spending in each category. So debt, they're going to pay $3,800. Ooh, bills, $736. They've got $750 in Sam's Club, an additional $742 in groceries or Walmart and Target. They have, right here, we add this all together. This is about $2,000, $1,800. Okay. So come over here. Remember I said red, we have some work to do. All right. That means that their income minus all of their spending for this time period, they're in the negative. And you probably don't feel it as much, especially if you're using credit cards, because the credit cards are kind of saving you. Now, what happens if you're always consistently pulling money over from savings? So you're going to add in here savings. I pulled 175 because I was shorting myself on the check and I needed to wait till payday. I had to pull money out of savings. Okay, put it in there. Then 2 weeks later, you had to do it again and you had to pull $50. Put it over there. Okay. So it helps, great, but it's kind of like muffled. You know what I mean? It's like muddy waters. So it's not the best option. So you want to be careful of this because this plus this is going to cancel everything out. All right. Now, what do we do when we have these negatives? I'm going to go put it back up to the negative $249. So we have a little bit more money here. So what do we do? What do you do when you're going to create your budget? Well, now you have realistic numbers of how you are spending your money and you get to set the tone on how much you want to spend in each category. So for instance, gas, unless these are numbers that have your purchases within the store, think of your coffees, your energy drinks, your snacks, your lunch and stuff. You can't really reduce this so much. All right. You have to get to work. You have to drive the kids around and things. There are options like carpool and stuff, but that's a whole nother, thing. Okay. So unless there is, snacks and things that you're buying in the store, you can't really reduce that, but you can definitely reduce all of these items. These are what we call spending wants. All right. This is unnecessary spending. Besides the groceries, really most of these are unnecessary spending. So you get to decide, okay, wow, we spent $424 at fast food and restaurants this month. Next month, can we reduce that that much and bring it down to 286? Great. What does that do? It changes this number. All right. And then the following month, we say, oh, Target and then Sam's Club on top of it. Oh man, maybe Sam's Club, we don't go that much. We don't do a lot of our shopping there that month because we need that extra cash. I'm going to take out one extra shopping trip and I'm going to say, all right, my limit for Sam's Club for the month is $400. Great. Then we have cash flow. Okay. So now what do we do after this bank statement exercise? Very simple. You can create a budget from it. And it can be so simple where you just write a piece of paper, get a piece of paper, and you write at the top how much income you're going to have for the month. So $7,090.64. And then you start subtracting your debt and your bills first. They are non-negotiables. They need to be taken care of, right? The next thing you're going to start subtracting is your groceries. Now, if you have maybe you're a superstore shopper where you get your groceries, you get your laundry detergent, you get clothes, you get, household items, you get all the things at one store. Maybe you reduce your expenses a little and you're like, okay, I'm going to get the things that I need, but nothing extra. So maybe that real number is maybe the real number for groceries for a month for your family is 542. I'm not sure. Whatever it is. Maybe it's 742. But then you add your groceries, or you subtract your groceries. So income minus debt minus bills minus groceries. And then what is left, you get to decide how you want to save. That is the next step. We want you to save, save, save. So if I take that out, if I take all of this out, oh, I'm sorry, groceries and gas, because you got to get to and from work. I'm taking out my subscriptions. I'm taking out Sam's Club. All right. If you see here, if I take all of my necessities, my debts, my bills, my groceries, and my gas, okay, I have over $1,300 left for the month. Okay, that's money I can save. That's money I can invest. That is money that I can use on fun things for the family, because here in the Better Budgeting Playbook, we aren't so strict that you can't do nothing while you're paying off debt. That is also money that you can pay extra debt. If you do not have an emergency fund in place, I highly recommend that is the first thing you do, is get an emergency fund in place. How much money is really going to depend on how much your expenses are and how much income you make. For this family of making $7,000, I would start at getting to $1,000 as quickly as possible. After that, I would get to 2,000. And then probably I would stop at 2,000. Still, you're really exposed, right? One job loss in this household and it's all toppling down. However, it is a nice cushion. So if the car tire blows, if the water heater breaks, if something happens and the kids get hurt and there's an unexpected medical bill, there's some cushion there to take care of life that it'll help ease you, okay? Ease your stress with it. Now, after you go ahead and you save you some cash, we're going to focus a little bit on debt, but also on fun as well at the same time. So remember, you have income, and I'm going to type it out right here. Income, and then you're going to do debt, bills, groceries, gas, savings, and then debt, extra debt. We'll do that. And then fun. Okay. Make sure you are enjoying the process. If you put all of your extra money on extra debt, something's going to pop up and you're going to either not go do it and feel bad that you're not doing it, or you're going to go do it anyway, and then your budget's all wonky and you're not going to stick to the budget. So make sure you are scheduling in money so that you can go ahead and have some fun. This is your copy. You can edit it however you choose. If you decide that you go to a different store, you can certainly add it in like I have done here, but definitely give this a try. And then if you'd like, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram and tell me how it's working for you. All right. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.